forgot about that.
Why? You thought we were live? We're live. We're live right now, Brian.
Oh, we're live
The
right
Room
now.
Podcast.
Oh, yeah, I thought we were live on everything.
No, we're live. Brian just went on like 3... Oh, I'm talking to them. Brian just went on for like 3 minutes thinking we were live.
That was great radio.
Yeah, we were great radio.
Yeah.
We were live on Instagram. And, now we're live on Facebook. Brian kind of was like, he was performing to Instagram, thinking he was hitting everybody.
Go over to the Instagram, check out the Room Podcast Instagram for a little bonus radio.
Behind the scenes kind
of thing.
A
little good segment we had there to
open
open up the show.
There you go. How's the new...
Wow.
Doesn't that look good?
I mean, you guys...
New template today.
You guys are like,
look,
it's just
I got to show
amazing.
Instagram.
Give Instagram a little piece.
Say hi to everyone and tell them what's up right now.
I mean, how's it going, folks? We got a great program for you here today.
Can you see that?
I am Brian Gerson. I am your co-host for this evening here with Steve Domenico, the ambassador. Of course,
that is us.
We will be talking to
the new
Jonathan
look at that.
Cupcakes Campbell about this whole situation with the Rhode Island State Athletic Commission. Well, it's more actually the Rhode Island Boxing. It's actually Gaming and Athletics Commission.
There you
Excuse me, the Gaming and Athletics Commission. I mean, we'll be talking to him very soon. Yeah, very soon.
Excellent. So,
how we? I mean, you ready to talk to Jonathan?
Well, John will. Hi, Brian. Arthur saying hi to you.
Oh.
Let's listen.
Tell him I'm not.
Johnny,
I'm not ignoring your
Johnny,
message.
can you text Johnny Cupcakes? Says Johnny Cupcakes, give us 5 minutes because we started a little couple of minutes late. And
why don't we just have him in here and have him banter with us
right away?
I mean, if you don't have
text
to.
him.
You don't have to. It's up to you, man. I'm sorry. I'm throwing a lot at you.
No, you're not. I got 5 phones working right now. And a computer. And a new template. I'm just glad we have sound.
You're the same ethnicity as me. Some people would question, what you're doing with all those phones.
I was a drug dealer at once. I'm not that anymore, so I kept the phone.
No, much worse than that.
All right, not that story. What one?
Well, I mean, terrorism, of course.
I wasn't even along that highway. You just
threw me on. If you were the same
terrorism.
If you're the same ethnicity as me,
Jesus
people would be like,
Christ.
"Why do you got 5 phones?"
Because usually it's because you're well, once
if you're a Middle Eastern person.
Why Middle Eastern people walk around? I just thought they had backpacks. Are they full of phones?
I mean, how many detonations are used without
a phone?
All right,
let's get off this subject, Heath. So anyway, let me take over. We're in the Room Podcast tonight. Johnny Campbell will be calling in. It's good radio. Johnny Campbell will be calling in like 2 minutes. I just got to see where he is. I think there he is right there. He's on my messenger.
Oh.
He's asking me for my phone number for like the 100th time. Do you have my phone number that I can? Hold on, I'll get it to you.
Yeah, it's somewhere, but I have to go
find it. Let me look.
Yeah.
I don't know my phone number offhand here. And why isn't it showing me right here? There it is.
Found it?
All right. Yeah, I got it. So I'll give it to him. 401. Oh, I can't say it loud over there.
Oh, I forgot to call him. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there. I forgot to tell Johnny that I ditched him on Saturday, and
why you don't think he knows you ditched him?
Well, no, I mean I didn't actually ditch him. Wasn't feeling up to. I was just out of it.
You're supposed to train with them?
No, we trained, and then we were gonna go out into Boston after that, and forgot my wallet at home. I just napped. A little bit too much.
See, Rob Pico was on the terrorist shit right now. He's saying call Homeland Security or whatever.
Homeland Security?
Cupcakes.
Please don't call Homeland Security.
I
don't need another person sticking their fingers up my ass.
Johnny, do I have you? Hello?
Jonathan.
Hello.
All right, I do have him. I gotta buy new speakers.
Yeah.
I need a new speaker system here next week. All right, let me. Johnny, are you driving? You comfortable? What's going on?
I'm talking about smoking a bowl of marijuana right as we speak.
I can't hear him. I might have to call him on Messenger. Johnny.
Yeah.
Talk just so I make sure I have you, because I might have to call you back.
Hey, Johnny.
Okay, yeah, I'm actually smoking a bowl of marijuana right now.
He's smoking a bowl of marijuana right now. Let me put his picture up because...
Jonathan. Hey, Jonathan.
Well, Brian.
How are you, sir?
Fabulous.
Yeah,
Doing great.
I might have to call.
Oh, well, I would just like to inform you. I was informing the viewers earlier. I apologize for Saturday. I just napped. I got a headache and everything. I was not feeling too great after I called you.
I'm sorry. I don't think you feel better.
I felt much better the day after. It was just like the adrenaline dumped, and I was not feeling it.
Yeah, you just go around with the morning.
People,
Yeah. Yes,
Can you understand him? I can't understand.
I can understand him.
Oh,
yeah,
all
I'm
right,
having a
then.
conversation with him right now.
I know, but I think it's like, am I like fucking, because I played drums for 25 years, I can't make out any shit? Like, what's going on with my eardrums right
Maybe.
You're clear as your crystal clear. I can hear you perfect.
Turn the bass down.
now? No, it's not the bass. Remember the last time he was clear? It was
Yeah.
just squeaked a little bit. Johnny, let me call you right back on Messenger.
All right, sounds good.
All right? All right, something's going on with that. So I'm going to call him up on Messenger, see if that works better. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because I can't have that. I can't fucking have that. All right, let's see what happens here.
I mean, you definitely was garbled. It was definitely garblish.
See, that's...
But it could be this. It's more
that
of the
seems
speaker.
clearer.
Yeah, it's clear. Green truck.
See, it's the
Yeah,
same
it's
thing.
clear. No, it's clear.
Hello?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hello.
See, that's better.
That's
a little
better.
better.
That's
It's
much
not
better.
that
Oh,
loud. But...
baby, yeah. Still good. You good for you guys?
Yeah,
Yeah,
much
see, that's
better.
much better. See, it's better.
Turn
What
your
the hell is that?
turn your thing down, Johnny.
Is that him?
Yeah, that's him. That's him. He's watching us. That's why.
We're all stoned. Are we all fucking stoned in here?
I'm not.
Tell him not to
I
work.
mean, I am definitely still.
See, that's much clearer. All
Yeah,
right,
no. We're much better. We're good now.
All right.
We've figured the technical issue. Now, Jonathan, just update us on what you are doing at this current moment.
Current moment. Like right now, I mean, I'm here.
Yeah, what are you doing? What are you doing, dude? Dude, what are you doing right now? That's it.
You still got that sound on. Tell him to turn that down. Or he can't hear us if that's the
Is
case.
your sound? Are you watching us right now,
Or is that me?
Johnny?
Hello?
Hold on.
All right, see, that's better.
Oh, hello.
Can you? Are you watching the show while you're talking?
I am not.
Oh.
But it was on speakerphone, so maybe. Hold on.
Yeah, it's good now.
It's kind of on speakerphone.
Hello?
Take it off speakerphone. That's
Hey.
what's.
There it is right there.
Yeah, take it off speaker because that's what's causing
Maybe
the
there's
echo.
feedback.
Yeah, there was a little echo because you were on speakerphone. All right.
We're professionals, people. So
yeah.
we kinked that right out.
Yeah, I mean.
What's up, Instagram?
I mean, yeah, this is
All
flawless.
right, talk to
right
Johnny.
now.
I want to
Okay. Yeah. So what are you doing right now? I mean, we know you're
Fucking
driving
Charlie
at
420.
some sort. What are you doing besides driving? Oh wait, no, you're not
Oh, no,
driving.
I'm just-
You're not driving.
Yeah, I'm just chilling. I'm just hanging out at home.
Yeah.
I'm actually like rehabbing my my back a little bit. I tweaked my back a little bit playing basketball the other day, like a
What are you doing playing
silly
basketball?
goose.
I heard he's pretty quick in basketball. You guys, everyone's
He's
been
my
talking
height. We're the same height. Why
Yeah,
are you
but
playing
quick.
basketball,
Just
Jonathan?
in the hoop that's in South Shore Sports Park that we have there.
Okay, so you're playing with
I'm
white
just happy.
people. That's all right. That's
You're
fine.
playing with white people.
That's fine.
That's okay. They're all short.
Yeah, I'm not worried
Yeah, I was
about
playing by myself.
that.
Getting in shape. So
Are you playing inside the gym?
It was a little one on none. I was just
Oh, you were
playing
just
by
oh,
myself.
he's just dribbling around. He ain't playing basketball. He's
I fucking
dribbling.
tweaked my back. I'll never play basketball again.
Ah, that's fucking awesome.
Exactly, man. Listen to your heritage.
Awesome. So, Johnny, you can't spill many beans. You can spill beans about, big news, but because it opens up the doorway for bigger beans coming. That you mentioned something today online about waiting for a contract to be signed. Is that for a fight?
Yeah, absolutely. So as of about tonight, I have official word that I'll be fighting for Cage Titans next November 2nd.
Congratulations, big guy. Did you think you were
Thank you so
gonna?
much.
Did you think you were gonna get on this card? Did you think the commission and everything was gonna be settled by now for this to happen?
Not necessarily. I was hopeful. I was really planning on fighting again this year, at least one more time. So I was hopeful everything would get situated. Just felt logically looking at the situation I was just dealing with. It made no sense for them to have suspended me where I did not conclusively, flag for their actual threshold. So I had a good idea that it was going to end up resolving itself. So it did, and I was ready to jump right back in. This is just what I want to do. This is where my body is meant to be, inside of a cage. So I'm going to be doing that November 2nd, and Cage Titans was just one of many. I mean, as soon as I got off suspension, I had emailed Joe Cuff about the January card for Reality, and I mean, I was even talking to Jimmy Birchfield this week about continuing to fight for CES, but just outside of Rhode Island. So, I mean, I was actively ready for a fight. Cage Titans is just my family, and they have, they have priority over me, I'd say. So, I mean, this is probably the biggest fight that the Northeast has maybe ever seen. And to not give that to Cage Titans would have been disrespectful. So we're gonna put it on for the Flow Combat fans down in Plymouth, and we're gonna, I'll be able to announce who that is soon. But it's somebody that I think that every single person in the MMA circuit around here is gonna be absolutely delighted to hear about me fighting.
Johnny, is this the same individual that you were planning on fighting before the suspension happened, when you were planning on being on the combat night fight card? Or is this a totally different person?
No, totally different.
Okay.
Yep, totally different person.
Excellent.
That gentleman would have been a wrestler that I was getting ready to fight. So I am fighting another grappling heavy fighter, but I mean, the gentleman that I'm going to be fighting in November is pretty well-rounded. He's got a ton of fights. Between us, we're going to have like almost 40 wins inside of a combat setting. So we're both...
Don't make it too easy.
Both readily...
Don't make it too easy.
We can't. Neither one of us. You just shut your mouth, Brian. Right? You just shut your mouth over there.
So
you just let me talk.
If anyone doesn't know out there, Johnny and Brian are really good friends. Johnny is Brian's coach in jiu-jitsu and really good friend.
Coach.
So head coach. Tell them.
Head coach.
So does this happen on the mats all the time?
No.
You know,
I don't know.
talking shit to each other.
If Manny's there, is usually a lot of talking shit. But I mean.
So what's it? A triangle effect of talking shit? Like, does Johnny get into it with you and Manny?
No,
is this a triangle kind of thing?
No.
Or you're getting picked on by
Manny's usually just picking on me, and then I have to defend myself. That's usually what happens. And Johnny and I are usually just like strategizing on how I can not suck at fighting. That's usually what happens.
But you're getting thrown off course because Manny's over there shitting on you. And
I mean, when he's there, which is very. We usually try to stay away from him just because he's a freaking bully.
So, before I let you go on about this fight, because we want to know, Ant Darling's going. He's got the eyeballs going out. He wants to know because I announced this week, talking to Mike. Mike's busy. I think his wife's probably giving birth right now. Or has given birth. I have no idea.
Yeah, dude. Already gave birth.
Oh, really?
I mean, you wouldn't know.
5 o'clock yesterday, so I don't know.
Oh, so Mike, congratulations, Mike Polvier.
Yeah,
so
congratulations,
the
Mike.
baby is here.
Awesome. It's awesome. That's amazing.
Excellent.
I'm at loss for words. Nice. You are a sperm machine, my friend. Keep it going. I know you want more.
He makes beautiful kids.
Keep pushing, man. You make great kids. They're a little goofy, but I mean the best ones are. Congrats.
Good for him.
I hope it's great health to your child and
wherever he is.
Yeah.
I talked to him today, like just a couple of messages back and forth.
That's Mike for you.
It's already. He already changed the. He was probably changing his diaper.
He's
when
a
I was
Boston guy, He's Boston.
He knows. He's been through this.
Yeah.
He's like
just another thing.
He's like giving me little.
He's like, I had a kid. I'm waiting for like 3 other.
Yeah,
that's like what he's. That's like his mindset.
So awesome. So excellent. So now he can, get no sleep and focus on this card on November 2nd. So back to that card.
If you could get
November
negative
2nd.
sleep. Can we backtrack for a second?
Yes, go ahead.
And like, can we get your like? I mean, we can give a quick synopsis, I guess, of like your of this whole suspension thing, and how it turned out. So was it Monday, right? Monday, you were sent a letter from the director of the game.
I have that letter up here.
Gaming
Let me put
and
that up for
Athletics Commission of Rhode Island, and they informed you that the proceedings of the MMA and boxing committee just were wrong, and we knew this from the beginning. We had pretty much had seen it and been saying it, and they kind of basically explained to you and
you want me to read it?
Yeah,
because I have it right here.
I'm
gonna read it because you guys are stoned or whatever's going on.
No, yeah, I'm blanking on it.
You're not stoned, Brian.
No,
I know
I'm
you're not.
I'm
You're
not.
just all day.
I get hit in the head.
It's a fairly short letter.
So it says this letter is being issued to
Stop moving
by
it around.
the Rhode Island. Will you stop bigger? This letter is. I can't see as it is. And read. This letter is being
That's what
issued
she said.
by the Rhode Island Department of Business Regulations, Division of Gaming and Athletics Licensing, the division, regarding the status of your 2019 Mixed Martial Arts Competitors License Number, blah, 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 license. The division recently conducted a review of your July 26, 2019 license suspension for the positive test result for marijuana metabolites. Though the division maintains that it has the
basically what they're saying is that they think that they have a test that says that Johnny has failed their requirements, but they actually don't. And then the way that they're trying to retest is not a way that they can actually do it, because the test they have proves that Johnny passed the drug testing standard,
the original test,
drug testing standards set by WADA and put into place by the Rhode Island Athletic Commission. So, I'm sorry, go. You can go.
And in the letter at the end, it basically says you can continue your win is still a win. You're not suspended. Also, Johnny, did they hold your pay back because it was you did get paid for that?
I did.
All right.
I did, everything.
All right then. So that's not an issue. So you don't have to worry about that. All right.
So now maybe give us your thought process now that this whole thing's gone behind you. The thought process
going forward.
Yeah, I mean, let's just give us quickly what you thought when you got the letter, and then what you were thinking forward from that.
I mean, I was literally on my phone looking at my goals list that I have, like my 1 through 10 active goals that I'm working on. One of which being having 25 professional MMA wins, and I'm legit reading the friggin' list, and then I get a notification across the top of my phone that I got an email from Rhode Island Athletic Commission. And I knew pretty much right away what it was. I opened it up, and sure enough, that's what it was. It was them telling me that they had absolutely made a mistake at the very least, and they were going to go ahead and just move on with their lives and mine and allow me to continue doing what it is that I'm supposed to be doing.
And that is winning fights and getting to the UFC.
So what you
ideally, yes, absolutely.
What was
taking a challenging and definitely next level opponent for November to just prove to the powers that be that that's where I'm supposed to be. So I'm just going to continue to fight up and coming prospects or veterans who have established themselves as the best. And if I knock off enough of these top guys, it's just no denying that I deserve to be on the next level doing what I love to do in front of the biggest possible audience out there.
Awesome. I want to ask a question about the suspension. Johnny, all the feeds and, reading comments and stuff like that. We had Pedro on there that, had the same issue, I want to say a couple of years ago. Is he going to be able to do anything? It seemed like he said, oh, this might open up doors for me. Does he fall into a statute of limitations? Does he fall over the old rules?
It 100% should.
I don't know exactly. It's hard to say. I mean, WADA updated their standards in 2013, and then Rhode Island accepted their standard in 2018.
Okay.
I think there's an argument to
so
make
he's under that.
He could get his shit back.
So when did he fail?
Well.
When did he fail? Because I know that it was around January 1,
It was right when Matt Bessette got into the UFC, because Matt Bessette was supposed to fight CES, and
so that was
it was
right
around
UFC,
Christmas time, but it was like
Boston.
it was like
Boston.
5 months before
October.
Christmas, because he
October
got suspended.
2017. October 2017, I think was what.
Fucking A, there's Brian right there with the friggin' Rain Man fucking statistics.
Technically, his suspension probably, I don't know, I'm not an expert, probably does not fall under this. Because like we were talking about, and the Rhode Island rules state, they adopted water standards.
Yeah, after
January
had
1.
already been.
Yeah, 2018.
But no one else got suspended other than that we know of publicly.
No.
Is there anyone else who got suspended that we don't know about, or is it just been two cases?
They don't have to disclose. No one has to really disclose that they have been suspended or they've been notified of suspension or anything like that. That's all totally under the
yes. So
there could have been people who have been suspended.
They just didn't make it.
They just never made it public.
So there could be things in the back right now. People going, hey, well, let me look at this. And
yeah.
So
totally.
Johnny, do you think you having this decision and having this overturned and do you think this kind of is going to change things and make things better in the future after this situation?
I think so, definitely. I think at the very least, we're going to see organizations updating their fighters and letting them know whether or not they're subject to random drug testing. I think that's the biggest change that we're going to see. I don't even think it's an issue to be drug testing necessarily. I think that it's just that knowledge is power. And if we want to be having everyone on an even playing field, I think that we should all know when it is that we might be drug tested and exactly what it is we'll be drug tested for. And probably the levels would be appropriate to information to be given to the fighters as well. I think that marijuana is silly to be testing for at all, but I mean, if that's the time that we still live in, then so be it. So we just have to know when we're being tested and pretty much kind of why. I think why is important too. But it, whatever, they claim the science is still out there with marijuana, so 150 nanograms is what they're at right now, and I think that and I think it's acceptable. When they wanted me to get retested, I went ahead and I cleaned myself out, and in 10 days, I actually got myself below 50 nanograms. So we went ahead, we sent those results over to them even after they reduced this or relieved the suspension, just to kind of show them that I meant business and that I was doing what I had to do to move forward.
And one thing that I would like to state,
here we go.
That I don't even know where we would go with this, but it has to be said, you went out of your pocket to take this drug test, to get these results and figure out and to reconcile whatever issue they had, and it wasn't necessary for you to do this in the first place, yet you did it out of your willingness to be cooperative and resolve this issue. So I think you don't deserve to have to run that load. It's not like this massive amount of money, but we're talking about something
time too. There was time involved.
Exactly. You had to make plans for it. So it's it's kind of ridiculous that you had to pay for it in the first place, but
they should give him 2 tickets to
there should be some kind of thing where it shouldn't be okay, yeah, never mind, we're just gonna erase
give
this
him a
mistake.
gift certificate to this
dispensary. Isn't there just Six Flags in around or something? Give him some tickets
give
there.
Give him a dispensary fucking gift certificate.
Yeah, exactly. More than just
well, you know what? Well, he's fighting November 2nd. He could win fight of the night. Fucking performance of the night there.
Yeah, I went around
Johnny,
to him though.
Andy Dowling's over here drooling because I made the announcement the other night because Mike was giving me a few beans because I just want to say there wasn't a Table Titans this Monday because Mike was getting ready to have a baby. So he was giving me little beans here. So I announced the Jay Perrin fight. And they announced that, your decision wasn't there when Mike was talking. So he said that was going to be the main event. Do you know if Jay Perrin's title fight is still the main event? Since now that you're on the card, do you guys know what's going on?
I mean, it's got to be out of respect to the title. I wouldn't expect anything less than him getting main event. I think that the real main event will be Johnny Cupcakes for sure.
Of
but
course,
I think
of course.
that the one that is on the card as the main event will be Jay Perrin versus Bendy. I mean, that's an intriguing matchup.
It's a good fight.
I think that Bendy challenges Jay in certain areas, and I'm very excited to see the result of that one. And I look forward to potentially taking a shot at the winner of that after November 2nd happens.
Johnny, was Bendy ever on your radar?
Probably.
Yeah, I feel like for a short while it was. I forget exactly what was going on. I think he might have been dealing with an injury at one point when we were considering a fight then. But yeah, he's just a veteran leg lock guy, kind of like fairly one-dimensional, but definitely dangerous. And that would be interesting. I think that he does pose risks to Jay, so I'm excited to see that matchup.
Excellent, man. So, this is, I mean, in all honesty, Johnny, if you're facing this killer, you're talking about another high-level dude, you take this guy out, Jay takes his guy out, you guys aren't going to be facing each other, because I believe with two big wins out of both you guys here, you're going to get a shot either in the UFC, you'll maybe be on the contender next year. Who knows? Jay, being on the contender, Dana thought he won that fight, a big win here, main event. He could be in the UFC after this fight. So you guys might not have to face each other until a Boston card comes around again for the UFC.
I mean, he'd be undefeated prospect.
That'd be sweet too. That'd be very sweet.
He beat an undefeated prospect. Maybe even before that, he beat a veteran who was very experienced. Yeah. He beat a veteran, but the cards didn't say the same thing. And
exactly.
Then he beat a legit prospect, undefeated, and then that Moutinho was the last fight, right? Yeah.
Which was
then starched a legit prospect who was even more established as a prospect.
And here's another thing: Johnny just won a huge battle out of the cage, which lots of eyes on him, lots of respect. Not only is he winning in the cage and producing, he's a great guy out of the cage, and now he's kind of I don't want to say a hero, but you're not. We don't want to give you that label.
He's a martyr.
You have eyes on you because you did something in a positive way. That's a stony martyr. So, Johnny. So there's no testing in mass, so you don't really have to worry about smoking or something. But I know you're not smoking. I know you're not smoking a fucking vape on the way down to the cage. So. Well...
No, okay, no one is. No.
It would help me more if I could bring a brick of it into the cage.
Beat them up.
If I could get a brick of edibles. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Mexican brick.
But right after the fight, nothing's off limits because we do have another smoke-off going on November 2nd.
You guys are crazy. You guys are crazy.
Dude, it's been all fun. These last... Not for you, but it has been because we've been having fun with it.
It's been fun for him.
And, this fell right in my ballpark. I mean,
because I'm
a big, huge advocate of weed.
Yeah.
And to help a fighter, which definitely, and fighters that I know this is a wrong thing, and then I love weed so much, I'm definitely going to put my total effort into it. Man, the memes were solid. I'm playing all the memes as we're going right now.
You know what makes good radio? You know what makes good radio?
They were incredible.
People, you know what makes good radio? People who are different. I do not partake in marijuana.
No.
So we're different.
CBD guy. You ever CBD guy?
So recovery, I have to. But
because Johnny beat you up.
But yeah, exactly. But we're different that way, but we're the same. Whereas I am an advocate for this kind of stuff. It's not bad for you at all. It's pretty reprehensible what has been done to our young Jonathan here.
And Johnny, here's the thing. Not only, it isn't only you that kind of brought this to the front here as far as a subject. everyone's sharing shit. There was other, media that got involved. And then it opened up a lot of doors, debate about marijuana in general and in fighters. And, just by social media in itself, there is a big percentage of fighters that use marijuana as medication, not as, a drug to get high because they want to get high or whatever. It helps them recover. It helps them with anxiety. It helps them with everything in their, everyday walk of life. So you brought a lot, just in this case, brought a lot of information to fighters and fans and everyone in the general public about cannabis use and just congratulations, brother, on everything. You know what I mean? The win and getting this out there.
I mean, I appreciate it. It was 100% a community effort, though. Like you said, I was just sharing stuff that you were creating. That was some of the best memes that I think that went out onto the internet there for that couple weeks, and just the other media. Then I'd post up certain stuff or say something or repost, and it would be getting 100 comments and 200 likes, and it's just that when it gets into front of that many eyeballs, then even people who don't agree maybe are reading it, and and they hear some of the things that are going on. It's kind of hard not to wonder if some sort of a change is occurring with that. Marijuana is subject to propaganda, in a big way, and that's just like a lingering shadow that is slowly dissipating, and to be even a percentage of a cause in that way, then I'm pretty proud. But ultimately, I had very little to do with it. Everybody else who is so passionate about the subject is really, to thank, like yourself, Steve, and so many other people out there that I really couldn't even name everybody. But ultimately, Mike Bovair and Cage Titans also had a huge impact on the whole situation. So it just feels really good.
Excellent. So, Johnny, you anything further on this subject, Brian?
I mean,
because I want to ask him a couple more questions about this November 2nd thing, and but anything left on here?
I mean, no. I mean, I'm just really happy. Of course, like you said, we're good friends. I'm very happy that this has been resolved. I was disturbed by it, so I mean, I'm glad to move on. I'm glad that November 2nd is a thing, and that we have a fight, and that Johnny has a fight, and that we're looking forward to that, and we've moved totally past this. I'm very happy.
Excellent. I would just like to say that after tonight, it's time to move on. Yeah. Unless someone else comes forward and got pot for weed who wants to fight, and then I'm all aboard. The memes will continue.
Yeah, true.
But beyond tonight, the work is done. He's back. Now we promote his fight and the Cage Titans November 2nd. Cage Titans.
Yes, sir.
We stopped promoting that and making Johnny some money selling tickets and getting him and Jay to the UFC. So.
Oh yeah.
So that's my story. Johnny, anything last you want to say in closing before I let you go and Brian and I giggle the show to an end?
Just thank you so much. Just so much gratitude towards everybody out there, hopefully that's listening or is going to hear this. Be probably saying thank you for a long time, for the last couple weeks, and all the support that I got. I mean, thank you to the commission for listening, I think, eventually. I don't know if they exactly knew what they were doing, and I think because of that, it took them a little while, but they came around, so thank you to them. And thank you to Cage Titans, for sure. I'm looking forward to entertaining that crowd, some of the best MMA fans that I have ever fought in front of. Yeah. And it's going to be a absolute treat to be doing what I love again, and for the first time back, to be in the Cage Titans cage. It's a big deal to me.
Excellent. One thing I did announce before we came on, because Mike Polvair gave me beans that you were fighting. He didn't give me your opponent, which he, I don't trust myself with that name either. So that's a good thing. So, But I did say, and Brian is the man in charge here, that rumors have it that I might need a new pre-show co-host for Cage Titans 46. So there was some there was people, Aunt Dowling, fucking Kelly Minor.
Yeah.
We'd have to bleep the whole thing out. I don't think we can use him. I would love to. He could be in the background or something. We can have him on the side yelling like he does at the fucking weigh-ins and shit like that.
True.
Johnny, I don't know what I'm going to do without you or whatever. I mean, you might have to make a cameo, come jogging by, or
a little behind the scenes thing. I mean,
Yeah.
we'll.
Definitely.
He's still gonna
have
Johnny will be involved.
I
in
think
this
meetings
decision.
are to be had. I think we have to have some
Exactly.
sort of
So we're gonna have some
team
meetings.
meeting and maybe really try to game plan for this.
it sounds
Yes,
great to me.
yes.
man.
Yeah,
It sounds great.
I think you nailed it on the head. Couldn't have said it better.
Yeah, and like I said, Brian, you are the man who calls the shots. And that's
Sometimes.
not- well,
Sometimes.
and that's kind of your baby. You're the producer there.
I mean, I would call myself more of like the baby mama, you know? Like Polver came over and like
You like that?
impregnated this idea and like just kind
The
of
baby
pushed
mama?
me on top of it and was like,
We
yeah,
gotta-
here you
We
go.
gotta give you a Smurf name. We need
Smurf
he's Papa
name?
Smurf.
Come
You're
on.
like that. Who are you?
Come
You're that
on,
other little
dude.
guy
Come
that runs
on.
around.
You
Gets
get-
kicked
you
by
don't
the blonde
do-
chick,
yeah.
little blonde fucking girl. Is that
Oh,
Snoopy
man.
or is that fucking Smurfs? No idea.
Smurfette was the only woman.
Smurfette.
The only woman in Smurfette.
That's the chick.
I think we should move past- I think we should move past
6-year-old
the Smurfette.
Smurfette a chick.
The Smurfette topic, you know, I think it's too good of radio.
Yeah, we're
you know?
going a whole nother
It's-
direction.
How can there
who's
be
this?
one
think
woman in
so.
an
Hey,
entire
David-
village?
David DeRayo.
An entire village. How? How can there be one woman?
No.
Johnny?
I was trying to make a comeback for that. I have no idea.
Nothing. You got no
No
answer.
idea.
Fucking damn.
I don't know either. That's a
Beehive.
question.
A bee fucking hive.
Serious.
Wow.
You know, like
Well,
the
that's
thing is,
incest.
that's why I said we should move on past this topic because it brings more questions than it does answers. Because she's a bee, queen bee.
Oh my god.
She would have been given birth way too early.
What are we calling this? The radio station, or what would you call
No,
it?
just I mean that was just a good radio
The
little
radio.
bit there. I don't know.
All right, Johnny. Yeah, like I said, we were gonna giggle our way out of the show, but you're included into it, so.
I can't even. Right?
We're gonna let you go, but Johnny, we'll be talking soon. As soon as you get that opponent, we'll be talking about that opponent and game plan and all that good shit.
Yes,
Well, he has the
100%. I
opponent.
cannot wait to announce
When
the
he can
opponent
announce.
because it's been a year since I've been in the Cage Titans cage, so it's only fitting that I'll be fighting a big name. So you'll be the first person that the news drops with. I 100% promise that.
Ba-boom.
Boom.
Boom. All right, Johnny, we're gonna let you go, and Brian and I are gonna talk shit for like 10 minutes and get out of here.
Good luck, gentlemen. Thank you so much. I appreciate you both.
Yo, wait, hold up. This has been
I
the
look forward to memes for like the next few weeks leading up to Cage Titans.
yeah. This has been the Freed Cupcakes episode of the Room Podcast
Thank you so
/
much,
radio.
Steve. I can't really thank you enough, my man. I can't. I got to get down there and do an in studio.
Yeah,
You do.
Down the line, we'll have a good time here. We'll try to get you and Polver here at the same time, even though you might be the
Oh, good
same
idea.
two guys. I have no idea, but you know what I mean. But
Yeah.
we'll-
Yeah, all right. I guess I can't come. That's cool.
Why? We could fit like 5
It's all
people
right.
in
It's
here.
all right. I don't want to come. All right. All right,
I can't
Steve.
see it. Where you going over there?
Sorry.
Your head is behind.
You know what? All right. You know, I'm
Johnny's
sorry.
fucking memes here.
You know what?
So
I
all
got a
right, Johnny.
face for radio.
We're gonna let you go because Brian and I are gonna argue and giggle and shit. All right,
Thank you. Thank you so
Johnny
much.
Cupcakes Campbell. Thank you so much for calling in, brother, and letting us know all about your positive shit and fighting on November 2nd. Good stuff, man.
Definitely.
Definitely cool man right there.
Oh, yeah.
So excellent. All
Coming
right,
material.
100%.
all right. We'll talk to you later.
Thank
Go
you,
smoke a joint and good night, bro.
You know it. You too. Later, brother.
Later. Awesome. That was
Later,
awesome.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
That's great.
Shut that down. All right, Brian.
Great radio.
Great radio. So that was cool.
So I think I'm gonna slow
See,
down
here's the
that.
thing about like
Yeah.
live podcasts and shit, which is cool. We
Riff.
guinea rigged it right out. Like we
Yeah.
couldn't get sound going live.
Yeah.
We worked it out. Like
Quickly,
this is
too.
what happens in the back of Cage Titans sometimes. Like
Yeah.
you work little things out right as they're happening. You don't see that because
Or professionals.
Yeah, and it's You're Not the Room podcast. But yeah, you always wear, which was pretty cool. You know what I mean?
We like giving people a look at what's going on here, you know? We don't like hiding it.
He's fucking Aunt Darling Beans. He's so happy that he gets to rip his shirt off at the end of the night.
Oh man, bro, you gotta be careful. November.
What do you mean?
That's a cold time.
Yeah, listen, no, it was all right. I like when we were, I
Memorial
Hall was freezing.
Yeah,
when we were watching the fights.
I says every time.
But it got warm because people all came in and shit like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
They were breathing our air.
I'm always cold. I've never been hot. I've never sweat a bead. Actually, that's not true.
You never sweat a bead.
I never sweat a bead out of just...
Never sweat a bead, people.
A bead out of just, like, body temperature, you know? Overheat. It's so...
That was me opening my second beer.
It's so damn cold in that building.
Get Johnny's shit off here.
So cold.
It was cold there. But then it got warm. But
I don't know what happened.
My nipples were real fucking hard.
Yeah, I was pretty... I don't remember being that bad towards the end of the night. But usually towards the end of the night, I'm like...
Get rid of this shit.
I'm dead.
That was awesome playing them. I fucking had all the memes playing.
Yeah, I saw that. That was great. That was great.
Fucking out of my mind.
No, it was great.
I was fucking making them on the toilet and shit. They weren't all mine. Like, I take memes and I just add shit to them. You know what I mean?
No, that would be your meme then. Because you created meme.
Well,
you took
I
something
take
on the
pictures
internet.
and
you took something that was on the internet.
Yeah, and I fucking
and then you edited it.
Yeah.
And now you've made a meme.
I made the meme better.
Exactly.
You
improved upon it.
I improved.
You remixed it, as the kids would say
just
today,
like the rappers do. Why can't I fucking mix a meme?
DJs.
And then everyone steals the fucking meme off me, which is good. You know what they do? Because I've been sharing memes to the Ambassador Fighter page because I got it connected to my Instagram, so it goes right to the page.
Yeah.
Granted, I steal memes, but you support me. These are my friends, and they like steal the picture and share it as their own. Share it in Ambassador Fighters because if people like that picture, I can add them to my page or invite them.
Yeah, do
Give
that.
me support back. Share
it's
it.
the same thing.
I'm the one that found the fucking meme.
If you hit share now, it's just gonna have your name. Like the person who shared who hit share now is gonna be their name above your name. That's it.
Yeah.
And then you see the picture. It's just
exactly.
adding your name in between theirs in the picture.
But they want to sometimes make it look, like it's original.
So I'll say this. I understand. I understand. But there's a difference.
If you steal it from me, it's Ambassador Flight.
There's a difference
from my page.
There's a difference though. There's a difference. There's a game that like people in media like play, and it's like about like views and being like 1st, you know. And like I'm not involved in that game anymore. So, like when I was involved with it, I understand like the sentiment of like, oh, this is funny. Or, oh, this is good. I'm going to take it, and then I'm going to repost it. Like, it gets sketchy when, like, you're in the same, like, fan bracket of other people in the same like, region.
Because they're going to see it, too.
But, like, people still do it. I wouldn't. That's not a line I crossed. I definitely would take people's stuff, but, like, if it's somewhere, like, that no one...
Yeah, they're in fucking East Yapipi, or you get it off like a meme page on Instagram or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. But like if you're just like some random person, it's a little. I understand it less. You know what I mean? If you're just like some random person, you're not like a person chasing.
Yeah. It takes effort to take that picture and save it as your own, then repost it instead of just going share.
Yeah, no, exactly. I mean? No, exactly.
They're taking effort to take that picture. Yeah. You motherfucker!
You're taking like 3 extra steps just to. Show
I see you. I see you's out there.
But yeah. I don't know, man.
Someone's probably saying that same exact thing about me right now. That fucking Domenico.
That podcast.
He's stealing all my memes.
This guy who's my friend. He follows my page, but he just steals all my memes. I just like can't fucking believe it. Like, why don't you just share?
But listen, none of them ever make posts about me. I'm fucking swearing at everybody. Stop stealing my fucking memes. No one ever sends me a fucking thing on Messenger. Hey, motherfucker, you just stole my meme. Give me credit. Because I would go back and give you credit for it. I really would.
Oh, man.
That was awesome. All right, to get that out there, who else can I throw under the bus? Fucking meme peoples. So what do we have left? Oh, new Azara magazine coming out. And 24/7 Ink magazine. My sponsors. my one and only sponsor, 24/7. This is the issue I was in, by the way.
Okay, yeah. Because I remember that cover, because that's the one I remember that you were in.
Look at the fucking hot blonde they put me right next. Like, fucking 24/7.
How dare you sexualize that woman?
Look at that hot
immediately.
Why? I called the fucking Smurf fucking chick.
I'm fucking kidding. She's naked in the fucking magazine. I'm kidding, bro. How dare you sexualize her immediately?
I called the Smurf a fucking chick.
She's not wearing
that's
anything.
Story. That's it.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I was.
Who is that?
That was cute. That was before I smoked pot.
Pot did this.
So that's
to me.
coming out Friday. It's Hour Magazine and 24/7 Inc. Magazine. So what do we got left? Do you want to hang out for another 7 minutes? Talk crap about something? Oh, about the card. So I'm hearing Beans in the back. I can't say Beans, but I know Don Shanis' opponent, and I know Sean Lally opponent. And I'm gonna let Mike. Mike just had the baby, so Mike's gonna start. Mike's gonna probably announce everything on Table Titans next Monday.
You know what?
I would imagine, which is cool.
Yeah.
Because the fight, the card's still what? Over 4 weeks? Just about 4 weeks? Over 4 weeks away, right?
Yeah. Can I do a quick sidetracked?
Go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, I'm fumbling right now with my words. But like the other day, I like woke up and then not in the middle of the night, but I woke up in the morning. I think it was in the weekend, and I had this just like panic attack that it was like I'm like fuck. It's like the end of the month. Like the cards on the second. Like what the fuck?
No,
like
it's
it's
no
2 weeks. There's 2 weeks until this card. What the hell is going on? And then I was like I have to look at my calendar, and I like looked at my calendar on my phone, and I'm like, how stupid am I? I totally like took out the month of October. I was like September, November.
November's like next week.
Yeah, but I got so used to just having Cage Titans. All right, 2 weeks. Cage
we
Titans.
had
all right, 2 weeks. Cage
2 weeks
Titans.
in a row, like
gave me
2 cards in a
post-traumatic
row
stress
right
with that shit.
Yeah.
You know.
And then he talked about, well, not to get beyond this, but you know, he was like thinking maybe another combat night before the end of the year, but we don't want to get past this. This is November 2nd.
I mean,
4 weeks away.
We do
Over
it
4 weeks away, Brian.
we do what Mike
still
says.
can relax a little bit.
Yeah.
So
let the hair down.
But we got Mitch Raposa back. He's waiting for it to announce. We don't know. I don't know what's going on with these opponents. Aaron Hughes. Some things going on with
Xavier Cardona.
Yeah, no. We'll talk about that.
Things have changed.
I can't say anything. So until after the
You're
show.
breaking beans to me.
Will you shut up, Jared? So, Aaron, and then who else? We have Don Shanis and Lally, and now we have Cupcakes. We have Jay Perrin.
Yeah.
We have. I saw the kid. The kid.
I miss
the
my
kid
boy.
was doing the fucking interview. Looked like Mick Jagger with us. He was going fucking. I pulverized his lights out.
Demko.
Demko is on the card.
Yeah, he's
again.
fine. He's fine.
Marty Neves.
Naves.
Again, Naves. I say his last. I'm sorry.
It's coming from Stave over here.
Yeah, I'm calling him. Like I'm making him like he's not Portuguese, is he?
No, it's Navis.
Well, I go Naves.
Yeah, I know you do.
Yeah, he never corrects
you
me. Though. The
you
guy
legitimately got me to say
he could like
Naves,
squish
too.
my head and like just.
He's
make
the
it
nicest
come
man.
out.
The nicest
But
man you've
he
ever
lets
seen
me
outside
say his
that
name
cage.
wrong, and he doesn't correct me, which is.
He's the nicest man you've ever seen outside that cage.
He is.
But yeah,
really
I mean,
polite.
he could legit I have a big head, but like in proportion to
he could palm your head.
he could legitimately palm my head and then squish it like he was like some sort of like styrofoam kind of ball.
Yeah,
That's
like nothing.
legitimately
like a
how
fucking
strong
stress ball.
his hands
like a
look.
Sponge.
He has like looks like his hands are made of like individual like blocks of like
You
50-pound rock.
Jesus Christ, how much are you looking at this man's hands?
Well, I mean, he fights.
Well, he strangled me once.
no. I mean, he fights in the cage that we're always watching. So
Aunt Darling.
he's using his.
Aunt Darling, listen. I messaged Jay Parrott. I want to interview with that dude. We want to talk about this fight. So down the line, I Skype people in now. I can see his beautiful face on here. So a couple last things I want to say. Did you see the probably the co-main event for the Boston card was just announced today?
Who? What?
Jeremy Stevens.
Jeremy Stevens.
That fight is
versus who?
yeah. What?
I don't know.
Yo, whatever the fuck. The dude that fucking was screaming at, they poked him in the eye last week.
Oh, they're redoing that
Yeah,
fight.
they're doing it in Boston.
They're doing it in Boston?
Yes!
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I can't,
Yeah,
I can't even say neighbors. Never mind, yeah.
If it's not like Cage Titans or like, I haven't paid attention for months.
It's just Boston I'm paying attention to. That's really about it.
I want to get back into the game. I'm feeling a little bit.
Listen, Mike put it out there today. Listen, everyone out there, Mike Paul there put it out there today that he has a suite.
Looking for an opponent for me. Oh, no. Okay.
For what, though?
I'm fucking around.
He put it out there. They have a suite. They can fit 40 people. He's got 40 spots. It's $170.
Yeah, I know.
You have a suite. There's food included, and the suite has its own bar. So I know my buddies bought tickets. They were like $140. So another $30. You get to hang in a suite with some food, and you're with 40 of your closest Cage Titans friends. So it's first come, first serve. PayPal.
It's gonna be great.
All that good shit.
I won't be there, so you won't have to deal with me. It will be like that. Will probably be the highlight of the experience. So you should just get your ticket just based on the fact that I won't be in either of those rooms.
Is that right? Really? You won't be there?
Well, yeah, I'm just not going. I don't want to.
I wasn't gonna go until I wouldn't have went if he didn't have this suite going on.
Yeah.
Because now there's gonna be a bunch of fucking people that I can kind of hang out with and stuff, and some of them I don't want to probably, but it's all right.
Well, yeah, I'm not.
Half of them I won't know half of them.
We'll talk later about my status of going. Probably not going.
All right.
We'll talk.
He's gonna spill the beans in the back.
Yeah, I don't know. What do you want me to talk about now? I feel the same way as what you exactly just described. Like, I feel like going there. I know Mike. I know you.
Yeah. That's kind of like me. You know what I mean?
There's a bunch of people I know walk by, you know what I mean, and talk to. But, I don't want to be in... They're perfectly good people, but I don't want to be in a room with them if I'm going to have to be trapped.
Well, I don't think it's going to be the size of this, is it?
No, it's not the size of this
no
room, but I'm just saying,
no
one's going to piggyback you, trap you, but,
$170, get off my
I'm
fucking
stuck there,
back, man.
And then I'm uncomfortable.
The only thing I'm not...
I just, I don't want to be in that situation.
I asked Mike, I said, can I sneak in nips? It's going to be $50 a beer in there.
And that goes on top of the fact that you'd have to, it's just a whole encompassing thing. I don't know that many people. You have to sit in a somewhat not comfortable
I understand.
seat, and then and to pay a
That's a
shitload
lot
for
of money,
beer,
yeah.
shitload for food.
Yeah.
Well, the food's included, so maybe not necessarily.
But you're going to spend money while you're there, before there, after there.
So
it's kind of like a fucking vacation.
The view sucks compared
for
to...
one day.
Yeah. The view sucks compared to TV. It
Yeah.
sucks compared to even the lower balcony seats for Cage Titans.
Yeah.
It sucks compared to everywhere, when I go to a live event and watch
my dick
fights.
just went like this.
Yeah,
this
exactly.
Guy just went right down. No.
Dude, I've been to MMA events before. I went to actually an MMA event in Japan, and it's it's fun being in the stands. I like it, but it's
I'd rather be home.
It's
Or at a bar.
different if you're not feeling, hearing, and feeling and hearing what's going on inside the cage.
You want to hear something? I went to the first when Connor fought Dennis Siva.
Yeah,
that
Boston.
first.
Yeah.
I didn't even. I watched. I had ticket.
Yeah.
In there, I watched it from the bar, really, in the place.
Yeah, right.
I
right?
fucking.
That's what I'm saying.
I like being at the bar at this
setting,
place
yeah.
at this fucking suite.
Yeah.
Or whatever. I'm gonna be sitting at the bar. That's where I'm gonna be.
Yeah,
I am gonna be perched at the bar because I feel comfortable at a table at a bar. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I'm sitting in just a chair, I feel like I'm at the movies or something like that. No. If I'm in a suite,
man, now I feel super awkward because Paul Bear is watching.
TV in the suite. Yeah, I knew there'd be definitely TV in the suite. He's fucking calling you on right now. He's like, motherfucker, you fucking with my... Well, he's telling you there's
dude.
a guy...
Legitimately, I was like, what the fuck?
He's right there. Brian, you talking shit about my suite?
No, I'm just talking shit about your friends.
Old man just put the baby down from feeding. He's just
I'm gonna fucking change that guy's vocal cords next time I see him.
Does he know I'm trying to sell 40 fucking $170 spots?
But I'm saying a good selling point is you won't have to talk to me. That's an amazing thing.
That's it.
That's an amazing thing to not have to deal with.
I got you right off the track there.
Exactly.
Holy shit. Exactly. Well, I'm going. I don't know who else is going, but I'm getting a purge
we'll figure
from
it
that
out.
Fucking bar.
We'll figure it out.
But, it's kind of like, you see me at the after party.
So I'd hang out
I'm
with
a loner. At the after party, you see me. I go to the bar and sit by myself. Like, after I talk to everybody.
I'm not going to blow up your spot, but you got game. Something that I struggle with depending on the situation. Depending on the situation.
I'm all by myself. Yeah, I'm like a magnet. All the crazies come to me.
I have not seen you wander off without a companion of a different sexual orientation. You know? Like when we're out, that I've never seen that. Yeah, never not seen that.
What's Mike saying?
What do you mean? I've never seen you sitting in the bar.
You will enjoy this. No better experience. Yeah, Mike, I'm going. I'm definitely going.
I wasn't.
Mike's got a car.
I wasn't making fun of. I wasn't making fun of you, Mike. I was just saying.
Yeah, he wasn't making fun. Exactly.
What am I gonna do? Bother you when you have 38 other friends there to hang out with? That's all I was saying. Jeez.
You know who I'm going up with? Not that you go, but I'm going up with a buddy. Driving up, he's got his ticket. We're gonna hang out during the day. We're gonna go up early, because if you go up early, my point is that
I would hang out with you there.
I got a pocket spot right across the street out of a bar for fucking $15 or something like that. So if you go early, you get a spot.
That's what I'm saying. My general point is if you're going, I would consider going to hang out with you. But at the same time, a bigger thought on my mind is the expense of the entire thing.
Of course, it's
$170 is a very good price.
And throw another $100 on there for fucking eating before.
No, yeah,
$170 is and all that other stuff.
I think $170 is a really good price for a suite for food.
Yeah,
for those seats. That's awesome. That's a good deal.
Once in a lifetime experience.
Yeah, and
seeing your buddies fight.
Yeah, seeing my buddy Manny fight, seeing Randy fight. But it's the stuff on top of it, and I'm not even gonna read.
You're fired.
I'm not even gonna read.
Look, he's looking.
No?
Really?
Oh, Jesus Christ, dude.
Wait a minute.
I read that. That's why I had that.
Bar host use pre-game across the street before we. Oh, that's cool, man. So we're gonna hang out before. I might not make it out of that bar. There we go. Meet you guys there.
Yeah, but definitely not going.
Here, the last that's what I do. I'm like a fucking stray cat. Just throw me in the place. I just start roaming around.
I'm exactly.
I need to move around a little bit, and I like to.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna probably walk around the place, come back to the suite.
I'm more of a nocturnal stray cat. Where I stick to the shadow and corners. I'm trying to hide kind of, but at the same time I'm I'm trying to okay, I want to hang out, but I don't really want
anyone to notice me.
That I want to hang out or that I want to actually be.
When I'm ready to hang out with you, I'll come rub your leg and be involved in that conversation.
Exactly. I don't want you to know that I want to be loved.
Exactly. When you see me come up to your group, I want to be involved. Brian, you gotta go. Now. Fuck. Oh my God. Well, that was fun.
That was great radio.
Excellent. It was great radio. So, last thing before we go, and I let you say your last pitch here. Could take a while. What do you think about the new orange screen and all that stuff? The new label here. Even though I gotta get them a little kind of on the same. They're both different because the names are different. So I gotta figure that out.
What do you mean?
You see your label and my label. They're different sizing and the wording's a little bit. So what you gotta do is
just size the text differently.
That's what I gotta do.
Yeah,
you're right.
You can make the box the same. What I'd do is you take one box, copy it, and then you fit the.
That's what I did, but when you move it, it kind of moves a little bit. I copied it and then I moved it, so it got a little long. It's the words inside.
So what you gotta do is put them on both on the same side, so that you don't have to move it. So what you should do.
You're right, but. Is there a way to... Yeah, you're right. There's a way to lock it and not be able to move it. So you're right. I'm fucked up. But here's the thing. Them templates, with the names, I made them not on the computer. I just emailed them on here and added them. The words are already put in there. So what I should I should have blanks.
Even the titling?
I should have blanks and then add the text through OBS on them.
Exactly.
So I could change the name and have it set.
Exactly.
See that? Fucking learning shit, man.
Yeah.
Every fucking see how that. I should have a seminar.
That's when mildly. mildly autistic people get together and somehow form a coherent thought. That's what happens sometimes.
You got to go to the UFC. Boston.
I wanted to use a different word there, but then I just kind of felt like I've already dug some holes tonight, so I should probably not dig more. I wanted to use a different word.
Mike, you can pick the kid back up, put the, give the milk. Last thing I want to say is Rhode Island Originals gave me a bunch of gear. I gave Regional Fight Sports a bunch of gear when they came to the Kids Kumite. If you don't know Rhode Island Originals, they do a lot of stuff on social media about Rhode Island. A couple of fighters are involved in there. They do like interviews at the fights.
That's awesome.
So thank you very much for the hat. So it's my new favorite hat because it's my newest hat, and it doesn't have the sweat ring over here. So it's kind of still sexy, and a girl don't think you're a fucking scumbag.
You can wear it out to your date, actually.
Exactly, because it's new.
Exactly.
And actually, I got a couple of hats over there. I got Patriots and that hat over there. You can't see it. But, right. So with that said, hey, let's go live from the suite. Yeah, we'll definitely do that, Mike. We can have like a podcast from the suite. We just can't show the fights. What's going on? So we could do a little segment like that. Look at ideas popping. So next Monday, I would imagine, Mike, you are having be back on Table Titans. I'll try to make that show. If it's not full, it's not a full
just
cast.
like UFC Boston, I won't be there.
Fucking Brian. So
I'm Nostradamus.
If there's not a lot of people on the next Table Titans, I'm going to go.
Take my seat.
If there's a lot of people there,
I'll be sacrificed to the lambs.
It's not that I want to talk a lot, but I feel like I'm like nobody put Stevie in the corner. But if there's certain people in there,
I don't mind not talking.
It's not my show, you know what I mean?
But when I'm with my boys, I just can't not help talking and act like an absolute idiot.
Exactly.
Some people don't understand that about me. It's just good radio. I'm just trying to do good radio all the time.
Oh, he says Perrin's going on Monday.
I might have to go, actually, then. I might just go to hang out.
Then you go, I'll stay.
No, I was kidding about you taking my spot number one.
No, that's not what I meant. But you will go because Perrin's going.
Well, I'm going to go just to hang out with Jay because I haven't seen him in a while. Boom.
All right, then.
Unless he doesn't want me there, like Mike doesn't want me there.
Fucking hate your guts. I saw Perrin talking shit about you.
I mean, it's kind of hard to maintain the level of people hating me.
Up and down.
I try to keep it at a high level.
I unblocked my sister yesterday, so that's how shit goes.
It's like it's
I'll probably block her next week, but you know what I mean. For this week, she can get back on track of what's going on.
Exactly. I need to keep some.
Again.
You need to see some kind of
I'm
thin.
keeping her out of harm, though. Should I say?
Keep that stiff arm. Stiff arm.
I walking in here, I thought there was a hit on me. You never know. I was looking behind cars and shit.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
Once I found out I was banned from a certain promotion.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah,
hearsay.
That's all hearsay. That's some beans.
It's all hearsay. Not that I was ever going to fucking watch them again, but you know what
I mean, I would only watch them if a certain.
I pay fucking money for Fight Pass.
Yeah, I would only go there if some people were fighting on it.
And they're not anymore. All right, so with that said, last words. DM me, Aaron Hughes.
Don't DM me, though.
No, Aaron Hughes is talking. They got to talk.
He's not, saying DM me as a comment
he's talking
to the podcast. I think he's talking to Aaron
Hughes. Yeah, because Aaron Hughes
through the chat.
Yes.
Mike, why don't you, instead of taking the time to
Oh, no, you know what that was about? That's about buying a ticket. No, that's buying a ticket.
Hear me out.
Sorry.
Why don't, instead of taking the time, you know what? Never mind. You know what? I was going to say, why don't you DM him, Mike? Why don't you just DM him, Mike?
Mike's ripping us up. He's like, there are individual booths inside the suite, so you can be alone if you want to.
Oh, shit. You just got something dropped right now.
You'll have your own booth. Fucking porno booth.
We got to drop. We got to drop.
Aaron Hughes versus Stavros. There you go. There's the beans.
Oh!
That's what I was telling you. Fucking.
Oh!
Yes. I talked to Aaron the other day. We couldn't say anything.
Oh. The rematch gets replaced with
a rematch.
The rematch.
That's fucking genius.
I'm not disappointed.
When I talked to Brian, when I talked to Aaron, I said, I like that. I like Stavros.
Yeah, Stavros.
And I don't know what happened to.
Xavier Cardozo.
But he's a family man. Maybe things going on with that. But this sucks as far as that because Aaron really wanted that fight. But Stavros really wants this fight.
I remember calling him out a while ago.
The tide is turning. And I told Aaron I love you both. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of
it's
course.
like
I mean, I don't have
great
ill will.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Xavier got hurt. That's what Aaron said. So
it sucks.
Shit happens.
That was a
he's still banged up.
A fight.
Xavier, to give him credit, he got slammed out of the fight with Costco and held on to that guillotine. So yeah, he probably was a little banged up. So good. They can meet down the line. But Aaron with this fight, this might be Aaron's last fight of 2019. Pro might be in his near future after this fight. I don't want to talk for him.
I thought, I mean, last time I talked to him, I thought he was, or last time I saw, it was that he was going to take a few more fights. But I mean, I don't know. That would be an interesting topic. Right now. Interesting.
Yeah, Mike Polvier said that Xavier did fuck up his shoulder on that slam, which is
Nostradamus over here.
And that's great, man. But that's a great fight right there. That rematch, a rematch replaced
by a rematch.
I mean, awesome.
Like I said, I'm not disappointed at all in this because it's another great fight. Mm-hmm. Another great fight.
And Stavros is coming off that great fucking that great fight against Frank. What was his name?
I don't remember either, but he did have.
It was a late notice.
He got
either way.
He got starched in round 1, I believe.
He says he didn't.
Not starched, but he got like.
Remember I said that to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't you get rocked?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. I was like, oh, sorry.
All right, so I'm not. I'm not trying to be an asshole here, but
and Florenza.
When you get hit and hit and you fall down, like. You can be off balance, but like you still got hit hard. You still got hit hard. So he got knocked down. We'll say knocked down to be fair to him. And fought back. Did he finish out the triangle? Or was that a decision victory?
No, I think he finished him. I just forgot how he finished him. I think
it was a triangle. I believe.
Yeah, and I think at the end of the first round,
his vagina.
Stavros was coming back, and then he took over kind of into the second round. He started and then. I don't know if it's a submission. It might have been a submission.
It was. I think it was a triangle.
Excellent. So good for them.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great
fucking fight, right?
Kind of have similar body types. Hear me out. Aaron has a little more like thickness to him, but they're both kind of long. Mm-hmm. They're both kind of like bony-ish.
Yeah. The first fight ended with Stavros having a cut at the end of the first round, right? Not being able to going into the second round.
Aaron is giving us a good update here. He says that Forlenza threw up. Oh yeah, because it was a short notice.
Yeah.
Short notice, like extremely short notice for Forlenza. So he threw up and the doctor stopped it.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that now. I remember because.
So Stavros took him into deep water.
Yeah, Stavros definitely lost round 1. Starting to make his comeback for his round at the end of round 1 was like planting the seeds, and then round 2 was a very different round. It was very competitive. Control, I think he won that round. Yeah. If I remember correctly, he would have won that round.
I didn't know he threw up. Or maybe I did. I just forgot.
Yeah, I mean,
because I interviewed Stavros after that fight.
Could have been exhaustion. Maybe the doctor just stopped it. Maybe he didn't throw up. I don't. That's
yeah, but I think he has to throw up to fucking stop it.
No, the doctor can come in and be like, you can't continue. You can't continue. Or if like the doctor, so if the doctor or like the official hears, the corner or the fighter like saying some like weird stuff they don't like oh I can't do it anymore or whatever, they have full like authority to stop the contest, the doctor or the official.
Okay.
So, I'm not saying that happened. I don't know at all. I don't remember.
Stop.
But they can do it.
And that,
didn't throw up.
We're done with that fight. And now, wow.
Aaron, stop giving us misinformation. How dare you?
Why, did he?
Yeah, Aaron said he threw up, but he didn't.
Oh, he didn't throw up?
No, that's why I said I don't know.
Oh, fucking Aaron.
So, Michael says that he did not.
Oh. So you're getting updates before I am. Come on.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it was just like the doctor stoppage. Stoppage.
Was it Mr. fucking I can't say it. The pretty doctor.
Don't be mean. Don't be mean. Don't be mean.
Oh, my Instagram went. It only goes an hour. It can only go an hour.
Damn.
So we did go live on Instagram tonight on my Ambassador of the Fighters Instagram page. So
check that out. We had some bonus content.
Yeah, we had bonus content. Brian actually thought we were live on Facebook. He went through his whole fucking spiel. His voice changed and everything.
Yeah, no, it did. It like went up an octave when we went on Facebook.
Awesome. So, last thing, brother. What's left from you? What's going on?
I had some ideas for things I wanted to do for coming up for Cage Titans. They're in the cooker, we'll say.
Yep.
We got some big stuff coming up. There's some big promotional landmarks, so there's gonna be some fun content coming out. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
It's just growing. You get things are, always
just
changing.
Always changing.
Did we talk after the last couple of things I want to talk to you? How'd the last show in your eyes go as far as smooth? It was the combat night, the last show. And it was the second one. So it was a little different, still different than a regular thing that you're used to. But how was the second one as far as a flow and as a team effort and getting things to work kind of regularly?
Michael, is Mike watching?
No,
Mike's amazing.
Feeding the baby.
It was amazing. Everything was awesome. No, I'm kidding. I'm just fucking around. But no, it was great. I think we did talk last time, but sorry, I keep
stay there.
Around.
No, you can stay there. I moved the camera.
I'm moving around,
yeah,
but
it's all right. It's got all you in there.
Yeah, it was great. I liked it in Plymouth Memorial Hall just because I think it's such a great venue. And I mean, I've had the past couple cards have just been like a lot of finishes. The first combat night was actually all decisions except for the last fight. 2 fights actually. Aaron Hughes' fight and Sean Schubert's fight were stopped. But this one there's a lot of stoppages, and what ended up happening with this card was like the mix of the fighting rule sets, right?
Oh, that's right, because you're going from MMA to Muay Thai, so
grappling.
Yeah, but you're not scoring grappling. There's just a just a rap. But I could see where judges, because you're in the mindset of MMA, and then you got a Muay Thai fight next. Do you see?
Yeah, I think people should give credit to the Mass Athletic Commission. Actually, I didn't even think of that until you just brought it up. Mm-hmm. I think they deserve credit because what they essentially have to do is go back and forth on a night like that between the rule sets, like you just described, and that's extremely hard. Like extremely hard. I mean, they are helped a little bit by the fact that they don't have to factor in grappling when they're looking at the kickboxing. But then, like,
action.
But then the inverse of that is like when they're watching the MMA, like since they're watching kickboxing, are they now like honed in on striking more?
Exactly. And some of these judges, have they ever judged Muay Thai fights? I mean, do they have to have that under their belt?
I mean,
they're mostly doing MMA, a lot of them, right?
I don't know. I will say this though.
But let me ask you a question before. Yeah. Do they get picked for certain events? Like, he's like when they pick like the judges or something like that. Do they go after experience, or is it just a kind of a?
So the thing is, like, another thing is like, people probably don't understand this, is that the Mass Athletic Commission is like severely underfunded, understaffed. So like they don't have a lot of resources. So like, I'm pretty sure they have their staple of guys
that do it all.
There's guys that bring up. Brian Miner sometimes comes up and does stuff when he's not has other obligations. So they have like a core group, and they can't really deviate from that because they don't have people ready to step in those roles. Yeah, so they
do it all. Because as you say, Brian Miner, I've seen him.
Bellator,
the Muay Thai events that happen in Mass. I've seen him judge them. Yeah,
he's a very competent judge.
Oh yeah, he's in Ireland, right? Or he's somewhere right now. He just flew over.
Yeah. So I mean, he's good. He's a good guy. Yeah, but So I mean, it's rough. It's rough for the athletic commission. So yeah, an ideal situation in sense, I think, like places I don't know, but I think in places like California, Nevada, they have stable, big enough, and since they're in such a hotbed for fighting, they can go like, hey, guy in California, guy in Texas or whatever, more so from California, but we need you here. You have your expertise. So not in an ideal sense, when you have a lot of events and a lot of like an economy in that industry, like MMA in Nevada is a massive economy in fighting, so the commissions have money, they're bringing in the tax money so they can spend it.
Yeah.
So in a situation like that, that's what happens. I'm 100% sure if Mass had that kind of funding that they would do. They would do kind of things. I know.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna say one thing.
People don't want to be reps too or judges.
I'll tell you fucking one thing. I'll do it for free. Put me on the commission.
I mean, dude, you say that now, but like when you get
I do everything for free.
But the shit you get,
like
the
what?
shit these.
You think I can't? Go fuck yourself. I made.
But you're gonna. What do you like? We give.
I've been 10-8 rounds. 10-9. Go fuck yourself.
I've given people. I've given the commission shit. When I shouldn't have. There's times where I've given the commission like criticisms where maybe it was right, but like, it's just like a natural thing. Like those people are always gonna be super criticized and not necessarily praised.
Me I suck all the time. It's not gonna be any. I'm making a joke
I'm just.
out of it.
I mean, I was kind of joking too a little bit when you say that now, but like, yeah. I mean, the thing is like people. I'm not gonna be as brave as you and say that I would volunteer. I'm not volunteering.
I don't want to be on the board, believe me, because then people like fucking. That's paint drying.
We need people who are.
I want to be at the fights and doing shit.
We need people who love MMA.
Loves.
And dedicated. Yeah, dedicated doing that kind of stuff. So yeah. I don't know.
Can I just walk you down to the cage and get in the camera? Fucking.
I think that's actually the promotion's job.
Oh really? But don't they use?
No, it is.
The
usher.
They don't use
usher,
commission people
from the
to walk them
locker
down.
room. Oh,
don't they have to walk them all the way and watch them, kind of thing, or is it not that
so
level
like
that
again,
they have to do that?
So yeah, this is. I don't know the answer to that one. I don't want to answer it wrong. Could just be stupid to make up something. I don't have no clue. I know that they have ushers, and like I don't know if the commission. So the ushers, I don't know if the commission approves the ushers or if there's an usher. Like I think there's.
Stable.
I know that like when they're in the locker room that they have like an official, or whatever they're called, like
those are the deputies. Mike's got all the beats. The board members don't get paid, and that's why I said I don't want to be on the board. I don't want to get paid either way, but I explain why I don't want to be on the board. Fucking sitting there, people.
I mean, I don't want to be involved in any of that. I don't want to be involved in government in any way.
It's being ridiculous now.
It's just like...
Sorry, I got kicked out of promotion.
Sucks. That stuff sucks. Sitting in a fucking room
so
that isn't like this
about
room.
My orange new screen here. I really dig it.
Well, I mean, you never gave me a chance to fucking answer you.
I know, because I'm fucking irate.
We're all over the place. So you want me to give the answer here?
Yeah, tell me what I need to change here.
Do we got like a commercial spot we can like tease the people with, and then I can give them the answer after that?
No, you can be honest with me. Tell me what's
I'm just saying we give a commercial and then I tell them what I think.
What's a commercial? What do you want me to just fucking
like? And after the commercial break, Brian will give you his opinion on the new boxes.
Do you want me to just fucking like play the music for like 2 minutes?
No, I'm just fucking around.
Do that.
I'm just no. I'm kidding. Don't do it.
All right.
So no, but
it's
I think
Halloween, by the way.
It's true. Like 100% honesty here. It's awesome. I think this is the way to go. Like just
a couple of little tweaks here and there.
Yeah, but I mean the boxes, you nailed it. You nailed it.
You
nailed it. You gotta change a couple things, but like
that's it.
Yeah, that's it. There's always some little things to improve, and you're always gonna find it. Like every time you do it.
I just can't help not touching things, so I gotta try to find one set thing. But even other let me just explain something about this. People, this podcast, and like we see other podcasts or even interviews, they just have like a Skype boxes. They don't put much in there. People are starting to fucking see the room and see the bling.
Getting that room rub.
So they're starting to add them boxes and that nice color into their shit. I'm growing on people. People, listen. I might be small potatoes, but people are watching. They're going, that little prick. Fuck. You know it's happening.
I think they're talking about me when they say little prick.
But anyway, I like it. I just got to get the text in the boxes.
Just got to fix that.
Yeah, I got to fix that.
Got to fix up,
And get some sponsors on here. I can make things less, take things out. but I kind of like the way it's going. So
Give it a good shave. We'll pop on the block.
And once we have Paul Veer down here, he can show me a couple other things. But we got screens, we got everything going on. All right, so that's about it, Brian. We're done.
You gotta just
Shut up.
I mean, end. You can't throw it at me because I'm just gonna keep going.
So thank you, Johnny Cupcakes Campbell, for coming on and talking to us.
Yeah, you are the best.
He is. Congratulations on everything. Congratulations to everyone that helped out with this. All the small people, you know who you are. You're gonna interrupt?
Yeah. Shout out to Arthur Mapofu.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I was gonna.
Did you blow him off?
Yeah, I blew him off. I mean, I blew him off to give some great radio to the people. Right. That's what I did.
Oh, you're supposed to go out with him tonight, or hang out?
No. I'm not blow him off. He just messaged me. That's what I mean by blow off.
Next time.
I'll take him down sometime.
Way too far.
But no, it's got to be coordinated.
All right. I'm interrupting. All right, so you give me a shout out.
That was it. That was just shout out to
All right, so that's about it. Thank you, Rhode Island Originals, for the hat. Thank you, Johnny Cupcakes. Thank you, Mike Polvier, for giving us all this info, giving us some beans about Aaron Hughes. And thank you all for tuning in, and keep supporting. We're here every Wednesday night. Table Titans will be there. Will be Monday night. Jay Savage Perrin will be on. Mike will be spilling beans. I'm sure he's going to be giving away.
Steve will be there.
Talking about all the matchups on this card. Sheamus and Sean Lally and all that good stuff. So and Cupcakes, of course.
You'll be there.
Are you going to go?
Yeah, I'll go.
If you go, I'll go.
We'll go.
I'll go. Even if there's a lot of people, I'll just go and drink beer and eat food.
Yeah, we'll just hang on the back.
All right, sounds
good. We'll let the fighters talk.
All right. With that said, we're going to go and Brian and I are going to talk shit about people. And
oh, God.
We're going to get out of here.
Oh, God.
We out.